All right, all right, all right. Greetings and welcome back once again. This is Amuna, and I pray everybody is doing well. Uh, it's a beautiful day. Give thanks for this life, this health, this strength. There's so much things that are going on right now, so we just gotta open it up with thanks and praise. I've been having a lot of things saved in my tabs, and I'm like going through trying to clear it out. And this is one of those things. I came across it some time ago, and I kind of wanted to look at the silly woman concept, the concept of oftentimes women getting blamed or held accountable for them. Hey, what's going on, Judah? Being silly for believing. Most times the silly woman concept is centered around the man who she may continue to take back, who she believes when he's lying, who she gives concessions to, who she opens up her heart and gives her body to, and who ultimately, in some situations, in a lot of situations, violates her, right? And so she finds herself in a precarious situation. And I kind of wanted to go over some of these TikToks because the situation is, if she is not permissive, if she's not submissive, if she doesn't give men an opportunity, then she is unmarriageable and she's someone who cannot be mated with because she's difficult. And this is why Passport Bro has to get his passport stamped. So on one hand, the conversation is give him a bly, give him an opportunity, give him a pass, let him come through, right? Believe him, forgive him, for all of these things. And then on the other hand, when she gets played, when she gets violated, when she gets dismissed, when she gets dumped, she's stupid and she's silly and she should have known better. So I'm going to go through one of these TikToks because this particular, she looks like a millennial, but she seems to like to share a lot of information on TikTok. So, I want to go through a little bit of her musings here to see whether or not is she specifically silly. Is this the mindset that we, the women, especially when we're younger, we come up with all kind of theories and thoughts and storylines that we tell ourselves. So we're going to go over that. And at the end of the day, we're going to have to take an assessment, take an account. Are women silly? Is it silly to believe somebody when they tell you whatever they're telling you? Hold on a second. I forgot to tell the crew that I am recording. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this right now. Hold on. Because you know how they be. Mommy. Hey, Deborah, what's going on? Deborah says she doesn't think she's silly. So we're going to go over this and see what is happening here. So this is not necessarily to pick on this young lady, but again, I think to a certain degree, being overly sharing on social media just with random people, I don't know, that may not be the best thing, but hey, let's get into it because there's quite a few of these videos. Where is the... All right, so this is where we're going to start here. If you're in a relationship, so let's listen to her thought process.
The bar has been set so low, like my expectation from a man has been set so low. I get excited when he says good morning or text me when you get home. Why?
Okay, so this is early on, right? This is back in April. She's saying that she's aware, and someone else in the comment section is saying, girl, I feel your pain. She's aware that, as some people say, the dating pool has piss in it. And so it's kind of like going to the store when the products are low and what you wouldn't normally accept. Now you're looking at the bruised fruits. Now you're looking at the can with the dent in it because, a hurricane or a natural disaster is coming and you have to get this. On a normal day, you'll be like, nah, I'm not buying that. So she's holding no punches. She's like, it is so low. The expectations are so low because the quality of, this is what I'm getting, of men in the pool in her demographic is so low that if she gets a good morning text, good morning, which is a common courtesy, then that's something to be excited about. Let's listen to what she said again as we proceed.
Bar has been set so low, like my expectation from a man has been set so low. I get excited when he says good morning or text me when you get home. Why?
So what that also does is sets us up. If our expectations for a relationship is so low, when someone does bare minimum or when they don't do at all, then we superimpose what we think it translates as. So basically we're giving them extra credit oftentimes for stuff they didn't even do. Or we're loading, we're putting extra sauce on what it shouldn't be. And when it becomes a problem is when we get down the lane. We're overcompensating. So when you get down the lane and the person does something so unbearable, and now you have a fake relationship in your mind because you made it up, and all the while the red flags was blowing in the wind, now you feel more pain because you betrayed yourself more than they betrayed you because they already showed you who they were. But let's continue to another one here.
All right, y'all, I solemnly swear I am up to no good. My gym crush is on his way over. I ain't gonna do anything, I promise. I promise I ain't gonna do anything. Not yet.
Okay, so again, now she shows up. She shows up. Okay, how we show up to the world, right? So she shows up showing, remember, she has low expectations. It also reflects on, how she looks and sees herself, right? You're showing up to the whole entire world in your drawers and your bra, okay? And I don't know where the friends are, but now social media has become the friend, and you're telling all of social media that your gym crush is coming up. So again, this story time is in bits and pieces, but let's put it together to see whether or not the women are silly. Are we doing something wrong? Is the younger generation doing something wrong? Or the men just taking advantage of the situation? But let's continue. Okay, so gym crush is coming.
Okay, y'all, he was only here for like 30 minutes because he had work in the morning. 30 minutes is all you need, though. Okay, but we only kissed. No sexual relations were involved. We only kissed. He even kept it above the waistline when he was touching me. Like, he didn't even touch the booty. Like, mad respectful. He told me that he digged me. I was like, okay, I like you too. But after he left, I was literally shook. Like, I was on the verge of tears. Like, I really...
Okay, so now we have her, geeked, okay, that, remember, the bar is very low. The expectation of what this person is supposed to deliver is low. So just saying I like you is enough to cause somebody to give you way more than you actually deserve. So let's see how this thing progresses.
I swear, you're lucky if a dude showers when you go to his place, but when a dude comes to your place, you're cleaning the whole entire house. You're showering, you're shaving, you're fucking beating your face possibly. You're doing everything. You're doing God's work. Meanwhile, I swear, you're lucky if a dude...
Okay, so again, this goes towards the overcompensation, the lack of expectation, and basically in the vernacular of the school that I come from, you're doing too much. And we do too much when we don't value ourselves. We overcompensate when we don't value ourselves, okay? So let's continue. She doesn't look happy in this one.
1 second you be laid up with the dude, and the next he's not even sending you your regular good morning text. Like, the fuck? Did you get your period in the past 9 hours, you little bitch?
So emotionally unstable. You're already, like, some people, this is good in the sense that therapeutically, healing wise, you have recorded all of the different stages and the ways in which you are triggered. And this is beautiful content to be able to go back and look at yourself, right? Look at what you're saying. It's like when you go to therapy or you do certain things, people say stuff like, did you hear what you just said? Because sometimes we don't realize what we said till we said it out loud. So you said good morning text was sufficient. And so you elevated from crushing on the person to giving the person a part of you that you can't get back once you do that. And once that person got that, because he saw it was a bargain basement deal, not saying you are bargain basement, the way you lowered your price. Like you out here, like Kanye said, selling $20 Balenciagas, right? You cutting your price down so low that the person is like, I'll take it. And once they take it, you're mad, but you offered it to the person. And now that very minimal good morning text that you were so glad with 2 seconds ago, you're mad that they don't do that anymore because you told them that bare minimum is all you need, right? And she's talking to the internet. He has 2 minutes to start acting right before she spazzes. Let's continue.
This man left my place at 3 a.m. Right now it is about to be 1 p.m. This motherfucker best be fighting demons. That could be the only reason why he has not hit me up yet. He best be fighting demons.
I mean, it must be the 1,000,001 woman in history. That's not going to hold him. If you're laid up with this person, he left your house at 3 o'clock. Back in the day, it's called a booty call. Okay? If he's doing bare minimum, you're doing the most. He sees that all he needs to do is say, ooh, 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 I like you, and you're willing to give all of yourself to him. There's no more conversation to be had. Where's Stefan from the internet? So sis, to a certain degree, because of the need, because of whatever deficit is going on with you, you're kind of doing it to yourself. Oftentimes we do these things to ourselves. And if you had a friend who would have been like, nah, sis, because of that deficit and that pain and that hurt and that void, you would have probably thought the friend was a hater. And so now you're going through all of this pain, not realizing that to a certain degree, you open the door. But let's continue. Let's continue. So dude he's not acting right, right? Let's continue.
I'm not applying pressure for no dude. Like, the minute he flip a switch, like, bitch, I'm gonna start flickering too. Like, I'm not.
Okay, so the inconsistency, the reciprocity is not there, but you already knew the reciprocity was not there. He's not inconsistent. He has been consistent. According to what you're saying, he has been doing bare minimum. That's what we started off on. We started off on you telling us that, let's go back. So this is May the 1st, right? Let's go back to where you said you were satisfied with bare minimum. And I'm not trying to like point the finger because I have been here.
Hey, I have no friends.
Wait, let me go back a little bit. Hold on.
Hey, I have no friends, so I'm gonna talk to y'all. All right, guess what? So I talked to my gym crush, right? I went immediately up to him. It was like Thursday, a couple of days.
One of the first issues is that social media takes away that interpersonal relationship, the connection that we used to have to be made to foster, both men and women, right? It's easier to slide into DMs. It lowers the ability for rejection, even though it's still there, but we had to interface. So she's admitting that she has no friends. And we didn't watch this one, and then we're going to go to the other one. And so that she's going to use the nameless, faceless people on social media and this is oftentimes not a good position to find yourself in, but here we are in 2022. So let's continue.
A couple days ago, today's Saturday, I went up to him and I was like, are you single? Because like, you got to get straight to the point. Anyways, he goes, yeah. And I'm like, all right, what's your Snapchat? He gives me his Snapchat. And then we've been talking ever since then. And then today we finally saw each other again after seeing each other that last time, the first time we talked or whatever.
Did you realize that she had to put the talk to him? She had to approach him. This is the younger generation where the dudes, not all, but some of these guys the roles are reversed. I don't know. This is some weird space, but the roles are totally reversed now. She says you have to get straight to the point. So being that it's her gym crush, he's looking at the fact that even though people say men and women, listen, when you pursue a man, it's very, very different in his mind and yours than when he pursues you. The roles are reversed once you pursue him. And according to this storyline, she is pursuing him. Okay. And then she has a low bar of expectation of what he's supposed to give back to her, which is a setup. But let's continue.
And I told him I was going to Chipotle after the gym. And then he like came and he paid for the Chipotle, and like things were like really good. Like we meshed really well. The only bad part is that he's a short king. Like I never date under 6 foot, and like I finally gave under 6 foot a chance. He's like my height, but he's so nice and everything's going well. And we have a date on Wednesday, breakfast date. So stay tuned.
Okay, so she put the talk to him.
So why did none of you hoes tell me?
Wait.
The bar has been...
Okay, so she put the talk to him. He paid for a AAA, okay, and they have a date on Wednesday. And then from that time, he ends up in the bed. Let me go back. What day was that? A week later? Huh? So let's play this one again, and then I'm going to jump forward.
It's been set so low. Like my expectation from a man has been set so low. I get excited when he says good morning or text me when you get home. Why?
Okay, so again, we're just looking at how we set ourselves up. You understand what I'm saying? You have a low expectation, and you approached him. You're right. So basically, he's feeling like to a certain degree, he's doing you a favor, right? So let's go forward a week to where he got what he came for.
But this man left my place at
the way, right? He gets it now. And now he doesn't even want to give the good morning. So let's get back.
I'm not applying pressure for no dude like the...
So she thinks he's being inconsistent, but in reality, it's only a week later. Have you known him long enough for him to be consistent? You stepped to the gym crush a week ago. 1 week later, he's getting inconsistent. Okay, this one is not playing, but she says, are we going to get married tomorrow or not? So clearly there's something going on in the mind of this young sister. But let's continue.
I really had to cut off Gym Crush after 2 weeks because he wanted to take things slow. Sir, I don't know the definition of slow. This shit, the Fast and Furious. This Need for Speed, bitch.
Usually,
I really had to cut off Gym Crush after 2 weeks because he wanted to...
We may be codependent. There may be a lot of other emotional issues going on, and him taking it slow after he was laid up in your bed after a week. Yeah, I think that's bro code or whatever the case may be. But she's looking to use whatever she thinks that they want to kind of bring them in, and she's upset because it's not working. And so because he's not going fast and furious, now she doesn't want anything to do with him. The question, what did I ask? What was the question again? So like I said, why I think this is good is because we're able to see the progression. Let me erase one of these, block this user here. We're able to see the progression oftentimes that men are seeing on the other side. And the question is she silly for giving him another chance? Let's continue. So she says L after L when it comes to men. The approach is wrong, sis. I can't win and I'm done trying. The approach is wrong. Your expectation is wrong. The way you're going about it, the fact that you're not valuing yourself is why you keep getting what you're getting, right? You're going to have to take a break and level up.
Extremely tired of men. Like, sometimes you look inward and you think it's you when they're the real manipulators, and I literally cannot take it anymore.
Okay, now this is projection. At 1 minute, this is the first one, we have the victim mentality. At 1 minute, she's like, at first you think it's you. It is you in this case. It is you, sis. I gotta say, it is you in this case because you're the one who is moving the way you're moving. You have something that's going on with your boundaries. Something is going on with the self-worth. It is you, and he's just taking advantage of what you laid out on the table. It's like if you go into the Coach store and Coach has said their bags are valued at, whatever it is, okay? One day, a new supervisor come in, they drop and lick their head, and they are like, "Oh, everything's like $5 knockoff from Chinatown," and everybody's in there buying it up. Why are you mad that they came in there buying it up? They know that this should be valued more, but for some strange reason, there was a typo, or somebody did a typo and they put the dot in the wrong place and put the decimal, and then the customer's fighting like, nah, it's the decimals in $5, not $500. Somebody messed up. In this case, you are the one with the value and you are undercutting yourself. So the problem in this case, from what I'm seeing, is you, based on what you told us, the viewing public. But let's continue.
Dudes be like, let's take things slow. But like, that ship sailed about a week ago when you was in me, you stupid hoe.
Okay, so the mixing up of the thought process of once you thought, and oftentimes we people think this, that when he transgressed a certain boundary, then that means that you're connected. It's supposed to mean that, but it's not in this day and time. Right? That ship has sailed. There's a big disconnect between people actually being intimate with each other, which is another problem in another video for itself. So she's under the impression that this would make him bound to her. It's making her bound to him, but it's not making him bound to her in the way that she wants it to. Okay? So again, we see some of the mistakes.
Y'all, my guy best friend was quick to come at my neck today. I told him I needed male advice, and then he was like, "Is this over Short King?" And I responded, "Yes." And he was like, "Why are you worried about someone the same height as you?" And I was like, "Listen, like, relax." And then he was like, "You should not be tripping over someone that you can look in the eye if you standing up straight." And I was flabbergasted.
So she says she didn't have any friends, but she does have a male friend, and he's not giving the best advice, because what does the guy's shortness have to do? Anyway, so we're going to continue for the sake of time here.
One thing a bitch never called me was ugly.
Okay, that's for something else. So there's again.
I just flipped the switch.
Someone needs to check up on this man. Like, nah, like, I think he might be dead, because does he not feel me thinking about him? Like, why is he not in my phone? I'm so confused.
So again, Gym Crush, for those who just joined us, welcome to the conversation. We're trying to see if this is it you, sis, or is it him, or what's going on? You know, we problem solving. So for those who just joined us, to recap, she started giving us these little short clips about Jinbei, and then she put the talk to Jinbei. She approached him, and then they went on 2 dates, and then in less than 2 weeks, Jinbei was in her bed, and then after that, Jinbei want to take it slow. He didn't really ghost her. He kind of like a little bit ghosted her, and so now she's going through these withdrawals because she's under the impression that sharing her body with him was going to kind of hold him in whatever way. Right. So at this point now, we're seeing the progression of the way in which the mind plays tricks on us. Let's see. The more that I see from her, the more I think she really should not have shared all of this. I mean, yeah. But on the good side, she can definitely look back and see her pitfalls. I mean, sometimes we don't have it on record and we misremember things. And now she can see exactly where she went wrong. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
Bro, something about a man not being obsessed with me after we hook up just don't sit right with me. Because this pulse is something serious. This pulse is that pressure. So what's really going on? Like, because the math ain't mathing.
The math is not mathing. So I don't know what in all of Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B WAP is going on here, but the music and the culture has got us confused, people. Where are the aunties and the older women that needs to pull the younger sisters aside and be like, sis, this ain't it. If within such a small, even some jobs say they're going to give you a probationary period before they give you all the benefits. They'd be like, you're going to get this, and this, but not yet. You got to show that it's worthy. So once you show the guy that Like if it is pressure, and why did you just give it away like it was the introductory freebie? Like why? That what the math ain't mathing, but it's for more than one person that the math is not mathing. So let's continue.
So we match in energy now? Because why did I dub Jim Crush and then he dubbed me back? Like this Tom and Jerry, you supposed to be chasing me. You the cat, I'm the mouse. Like, did you miss the memo? Like,
the memo was missed because you pursued him. He never initially showed you that he was chasing you. Let's rewind the story. Sometimes,
bro, something about a man
and sometimes we the people are just confused. Sometimes women, when we talk to other women, the silliness is there. I'm just gonna say it. If you remember the story correctly, it says you pursued him. The Tom and Jerry is reversed. So the fact that he's not pursuing you is exactly what happened in the beginning. He wasn't pursuing you. You pursued him. So he hasn't been inconsistent. He's looking for you to pursue him because that's what you did to get it started. Remember, you said you had to go exactly for what you want. So then essentially you got what you came for. You got what you came for. But let's continue. For those who just joined us, welcome to the conversation. Drop your thoughts in the box below, because we got to get it right. We got to get it right. We got to iron out the wrinkles, man.
All the men in my life dedicate this song to me.
Okay, we're going to continue here.
I really don't even be needing a full selling into a show solo. Decided.
Okay, so now she's going out by herself.
I swear to God, I could be talking to a motherfucker for 2 days and it'll take me 2 weeks to get over that motherfucker. Like, whatever.
So there's definitely an attachment issue right here, right? 2 days and then 2 weeks to get over the person. There's definitely boundary issues right here. There's definitely some hurt and pain and some need to be accepted and desired in this space, because the math ain't mathing, right? As she said, the math is not mathing. So now she's told, we don't know how many other people she's tied her soul to. I could talk about soul ties. I've talked about it in other times, but I could talk about it again. So basically she's made a new soul tie. She's merged her soul in an intimate way with a new individual, but she doesn't even know much about this person other than he was the gym crush. So now she's left in anguish. This is why when you want to do it, don't do it. Because look at this. Look, do you want this to be the case? Where you can't even control your thoughts and your energy because now you've made wrong decisions in life. I'm not saying that we don't, but the older we get, yeah, it becomes more difficult. But let's continue.
I'm gonna have to start giving the dudes at the gas station a chance because at least they want me. Yeah, because the one I want don't want me.
You see, now she went from the clearance sale to the dudes at the gas station. What is going on, Natalie? What's going on, sis? Let's continue.
Dudes be disturbing my peace and then be confused when I be in love after 2 days. Like, you came to me, Stinky. You brought.
I thought you came to him. How did he come to you? You approached the gym crush and put the talk to him. Isn't that what you said? Now the roles are reversed and you're saying he came to you and he's disturbing your peace. 2 days is not enough, love.
This or nothing. So take it like a man. Dudes be disturbed.
Now, I can see how and why a dude would think like this is weird. It'd be like, I only been talking to Shorty for 2 days. Why is she behaving in this way? It's giving a thin line right now. So let's continue.
Why is it that when you finally...
And this says, like, okay, I've only been healed for approximately 17 hours. This is I've been noticing over the years. People be taking this healing journey as a joke. She said, I've been healed for 17 hours, but let me show you that I'm still I can't.
Really heal? God will send you another test just to see if you still a dumbass bitch. Like, give me a motherfucking break. Why is
Some of
it
the stuff that we blaming on the creator is really us. Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about recent 10 billion of why I fucking hate people. So, yeah, I had sex with this boy that I told that I wanted to be in a relationship with, and he was like, oh, I'm relationship oriented too. And then I had to take plan B, even though I didn't want to and didn't necessarily think that I needed to for him, because he really wanted me to, and I took it, and I've been an emotional roller coaster since. And guess what? Said boy, I haven't fucking heard from him since since we had sex. So that's fucking amazing. There's ants all crawling all over me. Oh my fucking god, I just stepped in a fucking...
Okay, you guys, you're really stepping in the answers. You guys, please excuse the language. So, so the guy asked her to take. Just the story. Ah, boy. It takes a lot to be able to be this transparent, but yes, it is getting from bad to worse. It definitely is. She really, literally has stepped in an ant's nest.
fucking ant pile, and they're all over me.
Let me see what the people in the comment is saying, because this is. Wait, my.
Bro, I'm tired of being.
Okay.
Bro, I'm tired of being single. I'm tired of trying to manifest. I'm tired of the dating apps. I'm tired of trying to go out solo and trying to find my man on my own. When are he gonna show up, Lord Jesus?
Okay, so again, what also happens with our new technology is that we sometimes get out of touch with time. Like when we started watching, this was the beginning of May. So a month and a half later, all of this has happened. And because everything is so instant, microwave is so instant, cell phone is so instant, internet is so instant, that process of time no longer exists in the consciousness to a certain degree of the people. You want things now. The other day I went to the T-Mobile store, and I think they were millennials, because they was looking at me like, I was like, why do we really need all of this? I said, it doesn't allow for people to even exist anymore without everyone feeling that they have a right. They're entitled to every moment of your life. If they called you and they know that the cell phone is always with you, then you should answer. I said, back in the day, if you called the house phone or the stationary phone or the pay phone, or the person wasn't there, then you call back. There was no leave a message at the sound of the beep. Even before that, there was no call ID. You didn't know who was calling. Right? You know what I mean? But now, because technology made everything so instant, even in our relationships, it's instant connection, instant this, instant that, and if you have a deficit somehow, if you have a childhood injury emotionally, then guess what? It's going to make it worse. She wants to quickly latch on and connect with people. And usually when you have that issue, the people you're going to connect with are going to be toxic. They're going to be toxic because you're not taking enough time to vet the people properly. So let's continue.
Don't show up.
Okay.
Bro, if a genie could grant me one wish, I'd wish that he'd give me the confidence of an ugly man, because I'd be so far in life. So fucking far in life. I'd probably be married with fucking 3 children living on the fucking prairie at this point,
So she's obsessed to a certain degree at this point. Like right now, she seems young. And I know it sounds wild and crazy, but all of your problems are not going to disappear if you get a man or if you get a husband. Because if you get the wrong man and wrong husband, all they're going to do is compound. Just go to the other side of TikTok and you'll see that. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, there's so much within herself that is a perfect opportunity for her to work on, to process through, so that she can be on the level to attract the person that she wants. But all of her energy and attention is being put outside of her, which almost ultimately is going to guarantee that you are going to attract the wrong person. You know what I mean? I wish somebody had told me this when I was younger, but let's continue.
Funny. Yes, but not funny. Haha. Funny. Real.
She asked the question, why did she ever involve herself with men like this?
Yes.
That's the question that you should be asking yourself. not necessarily on the computer, but asking yourself. And if you look, it's definitely it's definitely or most definitely connected to some type of daddy issue. I'm almost willing to guarantee, because if you listen to the verbiage, she's looking to be valued by the man. She is she's not necessarily connected to female energy around her. She's looking to be accepted. There's things that she's looking for from the man that it seems like it's coming from a deeper place, and she's willing to give credit, extra credit, to people who have not even earned it. So I'm willing to go out on a limb here and say that there is some deep daddy issues. Judah says somebody in her life was supposed to tell her to stop posting, take a break, and heal quietly. This mess is going to be, it's going to be on the web forever. But hopefully, hopefully she takes a moment, because there's like a million of her out there. All of us have issues in different ways, right? And so hers may be where she feels like she has to voice it to everybody. And hopefully she sits still enough, because like I said, she looks young enough to be able to get the right advice so that she can deal with what she needs to deal with now. Because dealing with all of this with children, it's a whole different story. It doesn't make it easier. Let's continue.
But not.
You don't want a bad bitch, then you can go ahead and take me off the roster then, because your girl got her nails done, hair done, everything did.
So many people have shown me love on the fit, so ask and I shall deliver.
Wait.
Okay, so I know there's a chance that you can always get pregnant, so I'm glad that he was responsible and he paid for it. But it's the fact that we had just had sex the day after my period ended, so I wasn't ovulating and I didn't think I would necessarily get pregnant. And as you could see, the side effects of Plan B, other than me getting my period again a couple of days later, I go insane.
So that's interesting. I might have to look up the side effects of Plan B, because she is tripping out here on the internet. You know what I mean? But this is just so interesting. So not only did you hook up with random Jimbei in less than 2 weeks, you hooked up raw. How many people is he doing that with? And then he encouraged you to take a contraceptive, and then he ghosted you. The backside is going on in the dating pool. Let's continue.
Okay, I've come to terms that I'm really damaged when it comes to men and like relationships and whatnot, which is why I can't find a man. Anyways, I've been thinking a lot about that lately, looking introspectively, and
Did you hear that? Now, I didn't get to watch all of these, so we're all watching it together, but she says now that she's looking back on all of this stuff, she says she's just realizing that she's really damaged. That she's really damaged when it comes to men, right? And now she's looking within. This is a few weeks after he didn't get back at her, right?
And I was just in the gym working out, and I was just thinking about how damaged I was. But at the same time, a Future song was playing, and the gains are flowing. I'm pumping, and this part of the Future song comes on while I'm grooving.
Give me 5 when they give it all this quick, nigga, watch. Sensational.
So again, a lot of times we're getting our cues from where? Music and social media. and we wonder why there's so much confusion. They're modeling their lives after these songs, right? But let's continue.
Just got home. I'm drunk. I just want to be cute and FaceTime a man. But guess what? Phone dry as hell. No host.
She want out of healing girl summer. A lot of times we don't want the process that's not desirable. But without that process, how do you expect to get to the other side? Yeah, let's continue.
I wanted him
Okay, so I got tested and I'm about to call to get my results. Yeah.
Person says, since 500,000 people have watched me cry over having unprotected sex with someone that ghosted me, thought I'd overshare. Furthermore, ladies, take this as a lesson. I sure did, and never want to question her health again. I mean, wow.
We're fucking scared.
For test results, press 5. For related or generally.
It's been 8 minutes. I'm still on hold. Shit. And I just hung up. Are you fucking kidding
Language,
me?
lady, language. Like she violating all over the channel with the language. Okay, let's see if we can skip forward here.
Okay, all of your test results are normal negative. That includes your blood for HIV and syphilis, your urine for trichomonas, urine and milk for gonorrhea, urine and milk for chlamydia.
So that's crazy right there. That's crazy. Let's continue.
So I hate talking on the phone. Like, I will literally watch my phone ring. Like, I don't give a fuck. But if that one dude call me, I'm diving for that bitch. Like, so I hate talking on the phone. Like, I will literally watch my phone ring. Like, I don't give a fuck. But if that one dude call me, I'm diving for that.
So,
I swear, the minute I even think about telling one of my friends about the new guy that I'm talking to, shit just goes downhill from there. Like, it's a curse, a literal curse to tell you.
Again, yeah, the question is she being silly? There's a degree of not being in touch with your reality, and the choices you making in your 20s and in your 30s and your late teens, yeah, that stuff follows you. You know what I mean? And so the silliness is not knowing the gravity of your words, not understanding the gravity of your actions, and that in actuality, you not doing the things that you need to do for yourself is what's hindering you for the progress that you're looking for. And so if you're aware, one moment you'll have a moment of clarity and be aware that you have some deep-seated issues when it comes to relationships, and then 2 seconds later you're doing the extraness for the internet. You know what I mean? So that in itself is part of the problem.
Y'all, even at my grown age, it's still so hard, like, being raised by a Caribbean parent and dealing with them. Like, I got into the biggest fight with my mom yesterday, and it was all over her taking things personally that, like, genuinely have nothing to do with her. Like, truth be told, I'm a very, like, to myself, quiet, like, person. And she's moved in with me recently, temporarily, while she's on the market to, like, look for a home. And, like, I live by myself and I like my space. Like, I don't have a lot of friends. I just genuinely, like, keep to myself. And I like to be quiet.
But it also says almost 25 years old, I'm still struggling to have a solid mother-daughter bond. So what Deborah also said here is that she had mother issues. Then we also see, yep, correct, she also has mother issues as well. So let's continue.
Stuff like that. And she just takes it personally. And I don't know, like, how to, like, maneuver or go around that. Like, she thinks as if I hate her or I treat her as a dog, when in reality, like, I'm just a quiet person. Like, I don't always, like, feel like.
So and Caribbean, I did it.
Y'all, even at my grown age, it's still so hard. Like,
sometimes that come with being raised by certain cultures, right? And so we see that she's having some issues, and she's definitely playing them out for the world to see. Let me see here.
So I got ghosted after sex back in early June. Wasn't the first time, probably won't be the last. Anyways, y'all know how they always come back, right? Well, he came back. He came back last night. I deleted social media for like a month now, and he slid in my Instagram DMs. Unfortunately, I have Instagram because I'm trying to look for a lash tech. My birthday's next week. Anyways, check my Instagram notifications. I see something. I'm thinking it's a meme from my friends. It's this motherfucker. He's like, oh, what are you doing? Haven't heard from you. I've been trying to get.
So this guy goes away, and then he sniffs back around, okay, after she's played this entire thing out. How she say she deleted social media and she was all over TikTok? Anywho, so he sniffs back around. Now let's see if she's healed, or if she allows him back in.
with you on Snapchat, don't have your number. And I'm like, oh, I wonder why. You fuck ass. Anyways, he's like, what are you doing tonight? Do you have any plans? And I'm like, no. And like my dumbass starts getting ready. While I start laying my edges, I shower and everything. If they play you once, they'll play you again. He leaves me on red for about 3 hours or whatever. Hits me up at 1 a.m. He's like, what are you doing? That's what I wake up to. It's now 5 a.m.
Dudes will blink you over, give you 2 seconds to heal, then pop up out of nowhere like a deadbeat daddy. Buy your life. Should have blocked him a long time ago.
Hold on, do y'all see something? Because I swear to God, these motherfuckers think I have stupid written all over my motherfucking forehead.
There's a lot of anger inside, clearly, because her language is like, bruh, come on, get it together. Deborah says, I feel sad for her, so alone in that roller coaster of her thoughts and emotions. He's hoovering. Yep, he's hoovering. Like, and that's exactly what's going on there. Let's continue.
I like you. And honestly, want to see where we go.
I'm good on you. I'm not trying to be treated like a blink. I went to bed, didn't want. So now he's coming back around.
What the fuck? Well, I do. But
eventually he's back playing games. Let's see here.
Be mic'd out. I'm not really feeling today's workout. Y'all.
Let's see here.
Y'all, I'm so fucking annoyed. I just don't understand why men feel the need to disturb your fucking peace. And then you give them the fucking instructions to the fucking manual, and they completely ignore it. It's fucking bullshit. It's so annoying. I hate how I let people, irrelevant people that don't even deserve the time of day, disturb my peace. I just respect myself every single time. I give them another chance, and I always do. I hate being a hopeless romantic. Just want love and want to be loved. It's so hard.
And sometimes, again, our desires of wanting something so much can blind us to the reality. She's so tired of the lies and the manipulations, failed situationships and disappointments, facades, and yearning to be loved by someone genuinely for once in my almost 25 years of life. And I could definitely feel that that's where a lot of this is coming from. Again, you're looking for people to fix things that they didn't break, right? She's looking for other people to fix voids or fill voids that they didn't create. And so it's sad because there's a lot of people that's in this situation, but it's also enlightening because you have all of this information to go back and try to piece things together so that you can heal and find the love that you are looking for. Let me see. I can't take any more of her cursing and carrying on.
You don't want to stay with me?
Fuck no.
Why not?
I don't know you like that.
Go to sleep. You like that lady go to sleep.
Abby!
So, I made the same mistake like I said I would, but I guess you can call this accountability. Okay, so I ended up seeing him, right? It went horrible, as it would have. I know I said I blocked him, and I blocked him from his number, but I didn't block him on anything else. And I did that because I wanted to give us a fair chance, per se. I feel like the first time around wasn't a fair chance. That's just me making excuses. And this time around, I want to thank TikTok. Before TikTok, I would have kept him around still. I was like, yeah, we're probably not going to see each other again. Sorry about that. I'm not sad this time around. I'm disappointed, and I'm sure that y'all are too. It's another lesson learned. Like, I keep making the same fucking mistakes over and over again. And it's not even funny. Like, it's like, I want a relationship. Like, I cry about it, and then I make the same fucking mistakes. Like, what the fuck do you want, bitch? Maybe I do really need to write out, like, what I want in a man. But, like, I know what I want in a man, but I still make the same fucking mistakes. Like, what the fuck? Old Natalie would have just went for looks, 100%. I would have kept him for looks. It's like the Leo and the ego. Why am I like that? Like, I still want the attention from someone that does me dirty.
That shit's so lame of me.
The good thing is that she has a level of self-awareness. Again, it comes from those two issues, the very core issues. You want the love from the people who reject you, right? And then you just dress up new people in your lives in that costume. And the more they reject you is the more you try, and you keep doing it because it's like the dog chasing his tail. You understand? So at least she has a level of self-awareness of what she's doing, but feels a little out of control at the same time because she feeling seemingly not able to control it, right? Let me see what else. We got a few more here.
For the longest, I really thought like my 25th birthday would be something, you know? And it's on Sunday. And I have no one to spend it with or no plans. So I don't want to cry. It's like I've isolated myself so much. For the longest, I really thought like my 25th birthday would be something, you know?
And I think it's also triggered by,
I want to act like I'm not hurt that he blocked me, but in reality, I am, because he didn't get to see me all done up with my lashes and my hair done. Like, what the fuck?
I came back again only to block her again.
I always end up.
What in the world?
It's my birthday.
So, a long story short, you could continue to watch this, but you know, the question was: is she silly? Is she broken? Was she hurt? Have you found yourself in this type of situation? If you have, what have you done? If you know somebody in this situation, how would you advise them? What would you tell them to do? Because it's easier said than done. It's easy to look at what someone's going through and not necessarily know what it feels like to be them. The chemicals, the hormones, the reactions, the triggers, all of those things that they may have that we don't have, they're processing their reality based on their experience, right? And so oftentimes we have different experiences from other people. And so what may trigger them may not be triggering to us. What's desirable for them may not be desirable for us. Whatever void that she's trying to fill, this is definitely why she keeps pursuing and going after the wrong people. She needs to disconnect her experience from her self-worth. Right now, they're tied together. Her experience and her self-worth are all bundled up together. And she thinks because this is what happened to you in your youth, then it means X, Y, and Z. So I think she has to work on unraveling that so that she can get a new sense of self and move forward in life. But let me know your thoughts. Let me see how long I've been running. Almost an hour. So yeah, definitely. Let me know your thoughts. Deborah says, no, broken and a hole in her heart. You cannot advise her. Just be there for her. Interesting. I think that, it really depends because, 1 minute the person may want help and then the next minute the need to, whatever the case may be. Because if something, yeah, to a degree. Let me see. There's more to go, but come temporarily heal my sadness.
Don't be sad. Go get a tattoo.
And then you go and get a tattoo.
So you telling me healing is this boring? Because at this point, I don't even think I'm healing. I think I'm just existing. And I'm calling it healing. Bitch, I'm still the same. So you telling me healing is this boring?
Definitely something else going on here.
I have a confession. Why am I such a sad ass bitch? Like, y'all, I'm fucking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's early childhood. It's definitely early childhood trauma. Definitely. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there because she's doing too much and I got to go cook some food. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the description below. And if you have anything that you would like us to talk about, feel free to let me know. With that said, everybody have a blessed day. We'll be back next time. All right, one.